Good evening, parents. This is Mr. Candelaria, principal of CVLA. I wanted to take the time to create a very short video to present to you our school plan or single plan for student achievement. I know many of you guys were unable to respond to my request to come on down to the school, so I thought I would try something just a little bit different and show you exactly what I would like to present to you. So what I'm doing right now is I'm scrolling through our school plan, and I'm going to present to you our school vision and mission here at CVLA. Chino Valley Learning Academy strives to be a balanced educational environment, bringing together staff, parents, and students and administration to provide the highest level of both social-emotional support and academic interventions for students who are on their way back onto a comprehensive campus. The intent of our program is to help students develop problem-solving skills and more effective coping strategies that will result in a greater chance of success when they return to their regular school setting. Our mission is to help our learners work on personal and academic skills to be respectful, responsible, and persistent. Through positive behavior recognition, constant one-to-one communication, and shared stakeholders' responsibility, our students are rehabilitated to return to their home school sites with the skills necessary for success. Let's take a look at our school profile here. Chino Valley Learning Academy is a community day school serving students grades 7 through 12 enrolled in junior highs and high schools here in Chino Valley Unified School District. There are three types of students who are here at our site. Number one, students who are expelled. Number two, students who are probation referred. And number three, students who are referred by a district level process. Our first priority, though, is for assignments here at CVLA for students who have been expelled. Students that are here have certain conditions that must be met before they may reapply to go back to the school district for readmittance into regular school setting. Currently, we have 3 teachers and 3 instructional aides here at CVLA. One of our teachers is a resource or RSP teacher teaching specialized academic support, and she teaches the students who receive special education services here at CVLA. Here we follow the state mandate, which requires our community day school to have a minimum of 360 daily minutes of classroom instruction. We're here in school from 7 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. for 6.5 hours. Our curriculum is standards-based. We utilize the school district's common core-based curriculum, and on any given day, the range of our enrollment here is from 10 to 30 pupils. At this time, I'd like to transition to share with you just a little bit about the 3 goals that we have here at CVLA and talk about how they're aligned with both district and state LCAP, LCAP, or the Local Control Accountability Plan, and how they fit into the Local Control Funding Formula, or LCFF. If you look on your screen, our first goal right here where it says subject is under professional development, focusing on the social-emotional growth and stability of our students. Our goal statement is simple. We want to increase our staff members' knowledge of the social-emotional health, the best practices centered around positive behavior recognition, and the strategies on connecting personally with our students and how that will lead to our increased student engagement, attendance, and overall achievement. All of our staff members, including our certificated and classified members, will receive high-quality professional development in the areas of social-emotional health, learning, strategies, and the sharing of best practices. Our staff will be provided both in-house and external professional development that supports effective classroom management using strategies, positive behavior support, student recognition strategies, all to help them promote a better self-image and keep them better on track. If you look here at how they connect to the LCAP goals 1 and 2, which include providing our students with a high-quality teaching environment and having our students and our staff connected and engaged here at school for student success. And these ultimately connect to 3 of the state priorities. State priority 5, supporting student engagement, whether students attend school or are chronically absent. State priority 6, highlighting our climate here at school and connectedness through a variety of factors such as suspension, expulsion rates, and other identified data. And state priority 4, which is ultimately improving our student achievement and outcomes along multiple measures, which includes test scores, English proficiency, college and career preparedness, grades, etc., and etc. The basis for our overall goal is simple. We want to increase student attendance, decrease student behavior, decrease suspensions from CVLA, and keep students here working towards a diploma. Behavior has continued to be a significant case here at CVLA, even though the students are enrolled in a highly supported, high-intensity program. During the 16 and 17 academic year, which was 2 years ago, CVLA had an 18.5% suspension rate. Before that, they had a 14.5% rate. Students who do attend CVLA need to maintain a 97.5% attendance rate in order to be in compliance with both district expectations, but more importantly, our CVLA contract expectations. Our average enrollment here at CVLA fluctuates between 10 and 30 students, and through socio-emotional support, a positive acknowledgement or recognition program, professional development, and through progress monitoring, we will hope that students will demonstrate increased attendance, decreased behavioral issues, and this will all be shown through various measures supported and given to us by CVUSD. Now let's take a look at that data. Right here, this is our expected annual measured outcomes. So our first outcome we're looking at is the suspension rate. 2 years ago, our suspension rate was 18.5%. Our goal after this year is to decrease 25% down to a 13.8 suspension rate. Our year-to-date attendance rate. Last year, our overall year-to-date attendance rate was 79.4%. Just to let you know, the district minimum expectation is 97.5%. Our goal for this year is a 5.6% increase, which is ultimately going to bring us to 85%. Number of assertive discipline entries. These are the number of times that a student has had to speak to the principal of the school, and it is documented using ARIES, which is our online data gathering system. Last year, there were 154 assertive discipline entries that were documented. This year, we will continue to document entries, but our goal is a 25% decrease in behavior for 115 total entries for the entire year. And last but not least, we're looking at number of students who are receiving one-to-one counseling. Last year, or year before last, we had 5 students out of 28 enrolled that were ultimately participating in some kind of counseling. This year, our goal is that 100% of our students receive counseling. And you'll see in just a minute when we review our goals and our action steps that this counseling can be through a one-to-one setting using Chino Human Services, using Chino Behavior Services, or even in a group setting using our behavior intervention counselors. Let's take a look at strategy 1, which is ultimately providing our teachers and our staff with professional development called Love and Logic. We're setting aside $1,500 to help pay for subs so that our teachers can all participate in a Love and Logic professional development for our teachers. This is ultimately the focus, and I'm looking at the fact that our students have social-emotional issues, trauma in their life, and helping our teachers better connect and support to our students. Our second activity is providing site-based professional development on social-emotional topics, beginning with a video that we actually watched before school even started called Paper Tigers. It's a documentary that made sure that we are aligning our focus with strategy-based and data-based strategies in which students really need to hone in on their social-emotional issues, focus on the trauma that they've been through in their life, and how we can better connect with them. In order to provide this, we're looking at possibly providing professional site-based development or release time before or after school for a total of $600 spent. Not costing us anything for our professional development, we're also looking at having our staff collaborate to discuss student progress and discuss strategies. We're looking at dog earing, possibly $600 to pay for substitutes if we need to provide our teachers for released staff time collaboration for them to discuss and share and talk during school hours. Looking at our second goal, which focuses on the socio-emotional health and support for our parent and our community involvement and how it connects to our students, our goal statement is the same as we stated for Goal 1. Our LCAP goal statements are the same that we presented for Goal 1, and the basis for this goal is the same that we presented for Goal 1. In addition, our expected annual measurable outcomes, which is our data that we're looking at, is also the same. Let's take a look at our activities. One of our strategies and activities for Goal 2 is that all of our students involved here either have ERMS, which is emotionally related mental health services, Chino Human Services, behavior services, or sessions with our multi-tiered system of support, behavior intervention counselor. Both the progress and permission will be obtained by you as a parent, and you will be made aware of the effect of this action using our data. And ultimately, this counseling is brought to us by the City of Chino, by our behavior department, and through our special education department, and cost us $0. However, looking at our second strategy or activity, we're looking at possibly monthly or bi-monthly topic relevant speakers for our students. We want to invite our parents to these events and ensure that you're part of the team. Right now, we are looking at spending approximately $500 throughout the year for hiring any outside speakers, if necessary, to provide speaking engagement opportunities. And right now, our first one is set up for November 13th, the one you were invited to, with our Prevention Plus program to discuss the effect of cannabis, THC, and marijuana on our young students' brain development and their social development. Our third strategy activity, connect with goal number 2, is that we as a staff want to revisit our behavior expectations for our site, as well as take a look at why we are suspending students. It costs $0 in order to collaborate as a staff, in order to enhance the meaningfulness and the effectiveness of our behavior expectations. Our fourth strategy or activity, we're looking at dog earing $150, and that is to implement our positive behavior recognition program. We can purchase school tools and positive reinforcement items for our students. Right now we're looking at different tools that will help students better connect and better demonstrate positive behavior. We've already connected with 3 different companies that have donated over $400 worth of gift cards and different school tools for our students to use. Another strategy activity that connects with Goal 2 is that we are going to use an online program called FastBridge and Sabers in order to help students self-monitor their social, emotional, and behavior support. This will cost us $0. It is a program that is already purchased and that we are fully implementing starting early November 2018. And last but not least, our goal number 3 focuses, if you look on the screen, under our academic interventions and support and monitoring. Our goal statement for this is that typically students in our community day school have very low achievement record, with very few numbers attending higher institutions of learning. In addition, there is a decelerated attempt in student-to-student collaboration and project-based style of learning. So our focus is going to be on invigorating this type of learning. We're going to focus a little bit more on student projects, mentorship, future planning, and team building activities to increase overall positive behavior support. Our LCAP goals and our basis for the goals and our data is still the same, focusing overall on suspension rate, attendance rate, assertive discipline entries, and counseling. Our first activity, this will cost us nothing, is that again we want to look at our behavior expectations, but we want there to be input from student, parents, and teachers so that they are more meaningful and they will create a more accountable culture. Our second activity is that we engage in more engaging physical education program. We plan on spending approximately $450, if you look on the screen, to purchase more team-based sports activities, kits, supplies in order to help our students promote teamwork. And our third strategy activity is we're going to continue our goal with Cal Poly Pomona, our educational talent search program. This is the free program provided by Cal Poly that you gave permission for at the beginning of this year. Now looking at this blank screen now, I'd simply like you to focus on my voice. This is what we are doing to help ensure the safety and achievement of our students here at CVLA. If you have any questions at all, I have an open door policy, as does anyone at this school, and we look forward to any input. You can call us any day at 909-628-1201, extension 5337. And on behalf of myself, Mr. Candelaria, and our entire staff here, thank you very much, parents.